What is good, my guys? What's poppin'? Thanks for coming back to the channel. And if you're new, well, here's what you gotta do. Smash the subscribe button, join the team. We talk about life, business, relationships, and things like that. And in this video, I'm gonna be talking about the importance of making sure that you maintain good credit, okay? Take care of your credit score, okay? How to build your credit score. And knowing what a credit score does and how it affects your everyday life and your possibilities in the future, it's vital, right? Knowing just the different spectrum, you know, how low can you go, and as far as how high can you go, how does that affect, let's say, as far as things as interest rates, loans, right? So I just want to touch on a few things, guys, and make sure you hit that like button, smash the like button as well, because I'm going to be helping you guys out. See, look, I got my first credit card when I was 16, right? It was a Macy's credit card. I actually probably have it right here. So look, what I want to help you guys do is, number one, just develop the awareness, right? And the financial literacy, right? And then number two, I want you to avoid making mistakes, you know, when it comes to credit cards, because you're young, you know, or maybe you're not. It doesn't really matter what age you are. You know, maybe you're watching this video in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, you know, and you don't have a good credit score. You don't have your credit together. It's not repaired. You fucked up your credit, right? Whatever the case may be. Now, like I said, here's my Macy's card. I've had this card since I was 16. I'm 27 right now. This is the first line of credit I ever got. And it was like I think I had $3,000 limit on that, right? And that, to me at that time, I was like, whoa, I got $3,000. And what I did was just purchase little Godiva chocolates and small things. At first, right, I was purchasing small things, just paying it off. And then I started purchasing clothes, right, and making sure I could pay off the balance, right? So that's the key thing here, guys. Even when you decide to take out a credit card and you get these offers from these credit companies and you sign up, remember, every time you inquire to get a credit card, it's going to impact your credit score. It's going to impact your credit score, a few points. Will it be able to become recovered? Yes, if you follow their rules and the guidelines, right? You got to pay your credit cards on time, at least the minimal. All right, guys. If you're gonna get involved with credit, you know, I suggest you get involved with a system where they don't have any APR, which is your annual percentage rate, for at least, you know, 12 to 15, maybe 18 months. That way, you're not paying interest on the money that you're borrowing. You know, and we're gonna talk about how to leverage your credit in other videos, and you know what it is that you can do with credit. I just want to give you guys a gloss over on what it is, you know, that it means to even like have a credit score, right? So we'll get deeper on different subjects, guys. So a lot of people, you know, a lot of you guys fuck up your finances because what you're doing is you're borrowing money that you don't have off of credit, right? OPM, other people's money. You're using this money to purchase liabilities and not assets, right? You're doing these things, and in the long run, you don't even have the money to pay for it, right? So you're literally paying for things that you can't really afford. So I want to help you avoid making that mistake. Only use your credit cards to purchase things you can afford and really that have a chance of giving you a return on your investment. Now, that being said, you can strategically use your credit cards to purchase, you know, everyday items, pay for your rent, pay for your car, pay for groceries, pay for whatever, right? And if you have a business setup, you can, you know, have business credit. You can have different lines of credit, and ultimately, you know, a lot of it can be written off too. And what's cool about the whole concept is you can earn reward points and travel reward points, right? So you guys got to understand, like, there are good things about having credit and being able to use credit and understanding credit. A lot of people have this bad concept, like, or just negative connotation, like credit's bad, don't get credit cards, blah, 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 blah. You're going to go into debt. And you definitely will go into debt if, like I said, you don't have the money to back your funds that you put on credit, right? Because you're literally just creating money out of thin air. The banks give you nothing. It's fake money. They say, here's imaginary numbers, like a digital number, and you go spend it, and then their goal is to make money off the interest because they don't think you're gonna be able to pay it back on time. But if you can pay your bills on time and you can handle your finances, if you got more income coming in than your expenses and you're able to utilize credit the right way, guys, the whole system is based on credit. This whole world is based off of fake currency, fiat debt. The whole world is fucking basically in debt. So you got to realize there is power in being in debt and using debt if you know what you're doing. But if you don't, you're going to be lost, you're going to drown in it, and it's going to be very stressful, right? So I just want to help you guys, differentiate the differences and how to, navigate through the financial world when it comes to credit cards. Now, your debit card is your bank account card, right? It's connected to your savings account or your checking account, most likely, right? Whenever you swipe your debit card, it's straight from your bank. No one even sees this shit. It's not monitored. They don't track it. They don't care about it, right? It doesn't help you build any record of, paying back or borrowing money and paying back. It doesn't show any historical trust, right? So why is credit card usage better than debit cards in that aspect? Well, because they're actually going to be looking at your FICO score, right? They're going to be looking at, how much money does this person borrow? How much money does this person use? What's their debt to income ratio? What's their utilization rate on their credit card? Like how much are they using out of their balance, right? And if you're in good terms with the credit card companies, guess what? They're going to give you even more credit. They're going to continue to pay you the rewards and all the good things like that. They're going to continue to offer you more credit, right? More companies are going to be coming at you because they see that you're a good borrower and things like this. And then as you build your credit score will go up. And the higher your credit score, right, the better you're going to be when it comes to trying to get a mortgage, right, for your home or a real estate loan. If you're trying to, get units, and maybe you want to start a business, right, and you want to get a low interest rate, or whatever the case may be, borrowing money is going to be easy. Getting that car loan that you want is going to have a lower interest rate. Some jobs even look at your credit, so you guys got to have a good credit score. You have to be financially savvy, understand what it's like to borrow money, pay it back on time, and not, be penalized for being irresponsible, right? So don't be irresponsible when it comes to using credit cards. I currently have, I would show you, but I'm recording this on my phone, over $50,000 worth of credit. Okay, so it's not like I'm not bragging, but that's just what it is. $50,000 in credit lines, and I don't even use fucking like any of it really, right? So I use a lot of it just for travel points, cash back, but most of it's just there. What I plan on doing is at some point leveraging it, maybe liquidating it and turning it into cash and putting it into a down payment for an asset, right? So I've just been working on establishing more credit lines, and that's the thing. I could definitely have more than $50,000 of credit line right now. I'm somewhere between 50 and 60. I know confidently that if I, submitted a couple inquiries or applications, I would get approved because I have 2 LLCs that will both be able to get business accounts and credit open. Based off my personal credit score, which is like, high 700s, they'll definitely grant me more money. So I'm already in the process of, securing more bread, a bigger bag from these companies. I just, want to learn more about credit before I just took on all these credit cards. I didn't know what to fucking do with it. I mean, you got to have knowledge, but you got to have organized and applied knowledge. So I'm taking what I learned and I'll be doing it, and I'll be keeping you guys updated in the videos in the future about what happens with that. So like I said, guys, just understand the importance of taking care of your credit. If you don't pay your credit card on time, they're going to ding you. You're going to get, delinquencies and red flags in your credit score. Your score is going to go down. It's going to drop. Credit card bureaus are going to look at you. They're not going to give you money. They're going to close your accounts. You're going to get high interest rates. You won't even be able to get certain apartments. If you want to apply for rent some places, you have to have a certain credit score. Different programs in the government, subsidized programs, you have to have certain credit scores. So just make sure you're taking care of your finances because your credit is important. Don't be stupid with your credit card. Don't just run up a tab at Neiman Marcus or fucking Amazon and buy a whole bunch of stuff, especially if you can't pay it off, right? Buy tools, equipment, resources and programs and courses, right? Things that can literally hopefully get you more money. Buy buildings, buy assets, buy businesses. Figure out how you can use these credit cards as a way to leverage and create wealth rather than a way to pretty much dig yourself a hole and create living hell, right? You don't want to be in debt, guys. Trust me. I've been in debt before. Consumer debt is the worst. It's like it's the worst feeling I've ever fucking had in my life, right? So don't get into consumer debt. Just stay on top of your stay on top of your finances. Track your finances. Track your outgoing expenses and your income, so that way you know exactly what's what. That way, guys, you can feel confident when you're using credit. You don't want to just be somebody who's just doing it and not really monitoring it. Be very aware of what you're doing with your money. you know, and you can use your savings and your checking account like whenever you want. But realize the significance in credit cards and how they can be powerful if used correctly. All right, guys. So just wanted to give you a quick review on the credit card game. Nothing too in depth on this one, but yeah, it's just get started. If you don't have a credit card, try to get a secured credit card. It'll be like $500. You got to put a down payment down. You slowly make payments towards that. Eventually, they'll open up bigger lines of credit for you. And just make sure you're paying your credit cards on time. Make small purchases, pay it off. Make small purchases, pay it off. Your score will go up. You'll get bigger lines of credit. You can inquire for credit line increases, and you'll start to get more offers. Hopefully, you got money coming in so you can pay these things off, pay the minimal at least. Don't accumulate debt, you know, and then you start to tap into business loans or business credit cards, right? And utilize these credit cards to your advantage, right, guys? That's what the rich and wealthy people are doing that I'm just not telling you guys. They are using debt. They're using other people's money to create more money for themselves. So hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, and until next time, stay happy, healthy, wealthy, blessed, and focused on success. When you see me drop another video, you already know what to do. Tap in.